of you that don't know me, I am Tarshawn. I'm the founder of Blender Babes, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the current blender sales that are happening right now for Black Friday. If your blender leaks or it smokes or it doesn't make a really smooth green smoothie and you want to make nut butters and nut milks and all these things that a really good power blender can do, now is the time to get them. And always the best deals of the year. And I'm going to go through all the sales happening right now by different price points. So there's several of them. And we're going to start with the blenders that are between $100 and $250, which is actually a screaming good deal for a powerful blender. I'm talking blenders that are 1,000 watts or more. So the first one I'm going to start with is the NutriBullet Rx. And this is a 1,700 watt blender. As you can see, it's one of those like blend and go styles. This is the most powerful NutriBullet on the market that they have. And it can also heat, so it can make extremely smooth green smoothies. If you guys want to see my review of the NutriBullet Rx, check it out compared to a Nutra Ninja. It killed it in the green juices and green smoothies, as well as soups and blending berry seeds and all kinds of stuff. So this is their large jar, and it's a family size jar. You also have a smaller jar for the blend and go style cups, and we have the jar which is for soups because there's a vented lid. So if you want to do hot stuff, there's two different speeds, or not speeds, there's two different automatic settings. So it's 1 minute for a green smoothie, a green juice, and it's 7 minutes, I believe, to make a really hot soup. So you're also going to get everything that you see here. There's different like little lids and lips, and that's going to help you take it when you blend and go, which a lot of people like to do, I know. And then you have a little like tightener here, an opener for it. It's going to come with cookbooks and little user guides, quick start guides. They have some awesome recipes in here, and it comes in a nice pretty box. So that's what you're going to get. The next one that we have, and I'm sorry, so this one is normally $180 or $79.99, and we have a special Blender Babes promo code, which is RXBlender40, and that's going to give you $40 off. So it's going to be $139.99. You can't find that deal anywhere else. It's exclusive to Blender Babes. And you're going to get free shipping as well as free gifts. So any blender that you buy through Blender Babes, you get free shipping. You also get free gifts, and you guys can learn more about that at blenderbabes.com. So the next one that we have is the Harley Pasternak Power Blender. So Harley Pasternak, you can see him here. He is a celebrity fitness trainer, and he didn't want to have a really high power blender be so expensive for his community. So he worked with the Salting Group and created this really powerful blender. It's a 2 horsepower blender. I compared it side by side to a Vitamix. If you guys want to see that review, I compared it to a Vitamix 5200 that looks very similar, and put them through rigorous testing. And this one is normally $249. You can get $50 off with the special Blender Babes promo code BlenderBabes50. So Blender Babes 50, that's going to give you this blender for $199. So it's very similar to a Vitamix, the way it looks, the way it feels, the programs, the controls. You have your on and off, you have a variable speed dial, you have a pulse button, and you have like a 64-ounce jar here that also has a patented tamper. So again, very similar. If you want to learn more about this blender, you can check it out at blenderbabes.com. It also comes with this cute little Harley Pasternak like blended, or not to-go cup, not blend and go, but a to-go cup. I'm pretty sure one of my friends used it and kept it, so I don't have that to show you, but it comes in this kind of box. And what I really love also about this blender is it comes in so many colors. You can get pink, you can get purple, you can get green. So if you're always like into matching your kitchen and that kind of thing, they've got some really great color options. It's also available to Canada as well. So this is the least expensive and one of my favorite blenders and most recommended blenders. It's the Blendtec Total Blender Classic, and this blender is selling right now for $229. So all of the certified reconditioned Blendtec models, there's 5 of them, we're going to go through them in this video, are all $50 off. So this one's normally $279. You're gonna get it for $229. And this blender does it all. It's a 3 peak horsepower motor. You have 6 pre-programmed automatic settings, smoothies, ice cream, soup, sauces, dips, and batters, a whole juice button, and ice crush milkshake, as well as 10 different manual speeds and a pulse key. And this comes with the wild side jar. It's the best jar for making green juices and green smoothies out of all the testing. So this is a really awesome blender. No tamper needed. Really, really great price. It comes in, I don't have the box, but it's a very just simple like cardboard box. It's not like some of the prettier boxes, which I'm going to show you later. Okay, so I am going to switch to the next blenders, which include all the blenders that are for sale between $251 and I believe $350. So $250, $350 blenders. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. I have my boyfriend Josh here is going to be manning the camera. I wasn't sure if I should take little breaks and come back and do this, but this won't take me too long. So again, these are the most cost-effective deals on power blenders. Definitely some good options here. And okay, so the next ones we're gonna do. There's 3 options. Actually, there's 4. And I don't have one of them, but I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so I believe $279. This one. What's this one, honey? The $575.
That's $269.
Okay, so we'll go from left to right. Least expensive to more expensive. So, or right to left. Your left to right. So this one is the Total Blender Classic. It's the $575. So this has a very similar body style to the other Classic. It's just their newer body style Classic. It has a smoothie button, a 60-second pre-programmed setting, and a 90-second, which is basically the soup button. 60 seconds, basically a whole juice button in the smoothie. So you also have 5 manual speeds and a pulse key. So this one, I really, really like this one. It doesn't have as many pre-programmed settings as the Total Blender Classic, the original. But it has like all the ones that you would use the most, smoothies and soup and juice. So you can definitely make everything else. If you want to make dips or you want to make ice cream, all those things, you can absolutely do that with the timed speeds as well as the manual speeds. It just requires a little bit more know-how and practice, which is very easy. So don't worry about that too much. So that one is on sale for $269. $269. All right. So that's a really, really good price. Again, no tamper, none of that stuff is needed with this one. So this is the Vitamix 5200 Standard. This one is on sale for $279. So this one I think is $329 normally. So you're saving like $50 bucks. $50, all right. So this is the classic Vitamix. Okay, you cannot go wrong with this blender. It is a workhorse. It's 2 horsepower, 2 peak horsepower. Again, it has a manual, variable speed dial, 10 speeds. This one has a low-high setting as well as an on-off button or the power button. It does not have a pulse setting like all the newer Vitamix models, Vitamix C-Series, Next Generation, all have a pulse setting. That does not mean you cannot pulse with these blenders. All you do is put it on low or high or low speed and you turn it on and off, and that's going to equal 1 pulse. So you can absolutely do that. These ones, this is a classic blender. That's a great price. These things are going to last you 15 to 20 years. So the next one that we have is the Designer series. This is the Blendtec Designer 625. And you can, I don't know if you can see right here, But yeah, so it has 4 smoothie settings. It has smoothie, ice cream, whole juice, and soup. And then it has your manual speed. So this is a touch screen. So it's all like super iPhone, you know, advanced features, futuristic. It has a pulse key, a stop key, and a power key. And it's going to tell you on the display how many cycles and blend cycles you've had. It's going to count down on a timer. So, you know, it's a beautifully designed blender. It is called the Designer for a reason. And that's going to be, let's see, what is that one, honey?
$349.
$349. Okay. So this is at the top of level, $349, still a very, very good price. Again, $50 off the normal price. So the next one that is in actually also $349, and it's the one Vitamix model I don't own. I have many blenders, but that's the one that I don't have. But it's basically this blender without the automatic settings. So this is a step up. This is the Vitamix Next Generation with programs, meaning it has 5 program settings. The one that's $349, which is a screaming good deal as well. If you want this like low profile 64-ounce jar, it's not tall like this one, so it fits under most kitchen cabinets. It's got an upgraded you know, body and design. It's also more powerful. So the Next Generation models are 2.2 peak horsepower motors, where this one is a 2 peak horsepower motor. So there's better like airflow and things at the bottoms that are going to keep the blender from overheating with that more powerful motor. So just pretend it doesn't have this. It looks just like this in black, and that one's the one that's $349. And that is the Next Generation Vitamix, which is either going to be a Vitamix 7500 or a Pro 500. So the next ones, we're almost done. Okay, so we have this one. This is going to be Blendtec 725. This one's the heavy one, but it does have a case. So, okay, so I'm going to take this out. These are the pretty Blendtec boxes. Very, very well designed. Makes you feel like you're opening a Christmas present, which hopefully you guys are going to be thinking about. Christmas presents. If you know someone that wants a blender, has always wanted one, definitely share this video or get them for a gift. So you can see it is kind of like a little present. This is probably, you know, I have so many favorites. I love all my blenders, but this was, when this first came out and I first got it, I was just in love with this blender. It is the Designer body, but it is the most feature-rich Blendtec on the market. It's the Designer 725, and I can't really plug it in right here, but I do have a review of this blender. I think I have a review of every blender here on blenderbabes.com. Just look at blender reviews. But this one has 6 pre-programmed automatic settings. It has 100 speeds in the touchscreen manual speeds here. That where if you just like very lightly like move your finger gently, you're going to increase or decrease the speed. So there's 100. Just imagine their other Blendtecs have, you know, 5 speeds, 8 speeds, 10 speeds at most. This one has 100. It also has the add 10 feature, which, you know, since all the pre-programmed settings are timed, you know, if your whole juice setting is 50 seconds and you have an extremely fibrous green juice, you can just add 10, 20, 30, 40, you know, I think up to like 90 more seconds by using the add 10 feature. So no other Blendtec has that as of now. And this one is, I believe, it's on sale for $549. Wait, am I wrong? $4.99. $4.99 because it's normally $549. So $4.99, a very, very good price. And that is the Blendtec 725. So this is the Vitamix 750, and this is the next generation. Again, you know, these are the ones that I'm talking about are all certified reconditioned. So they're gonna come to you 100% brand new, but it is not a like brand new blender. It just looks like it and works like it and all that other stuff, but you just save hundreds of dollars. But anyway, so this is the Vitamix 750 next generation. It has 5 pre-programmed automatic settings, as well as your normal like variable speed dial, on, off, and then a pulse. And it features the low profile 64-ounce jar that is a little bit more desirable for a lot of people. And the only thing with this one that I would recommend is getting the additional jar. So Vitamix also has a sale right now, and it's only when you get a new Vitamix you can get an additional jar for $50. Otherwise, I would say check out like Amazon or eBay or something like that to get a new jar if you wanted to go with a refurbished model like this one, not the brand new. Because this has such a wide base, it's a 4-inch base, when you're making ingredients, like you can't do like single serving sauces or, you know, single serve ice creams and things like that. You actually have to make quite a bit to make sure that it's, you know, well above the blade, you know, probably a minimum of 2 cups worth of ingredients. So if you do get a Vitamix next generation model, I highly, highly recommend getting either a 32-ounce jar like this size or a 48-ounce jar like this size, just so that you can make small servings. I would probably do the 32-ounce more than the 48, but that has to do with your needs in your family and stuff like that. So just a quick tip if you plan on getting a Vitamix next generation. The last one that we have here today, this is the OG of blending. This is like the quietest blender on the market. It's the Blendtec Pro 800, also known as the Stealth, but the home version of the Stealth blender. And this one is really, really quiet. So we sometimes blend at like 6 in the morning because we're making our smoothie and getting out the door in the morning. We don't wake up the neighbors. There's, you know, sleeping baby. So this has been really, really helpful. It does have 6 pre-programmed automatic settings, a 3.8 peak horsepower motor. By the way, this one also has a 3.8 peak horsepower motor. The most powerful Blendtecs are this one, and then another one which is on sale, so we won't talk about it now. But it also has a touch screen. You know, everything's touch screen. It has the slide control and pulse. Other than that, it's really all about the quietness of it. And all Blendtecs fit all of their jars. So, you know, your wild side jar. See if I have a twister jar somewhere down here. I don't see it. It's probably in the kitchen. But they all are interchangeable with Blendtec machines. So if you get a different jar, it all fits. So I guess that's it. If you guys would please share this video with anyone that you think wants to get a blender. I've put all the links and descriptions and promo codes in the description box. So if you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comments. I'm happy to get to them, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful weekend. Happy holidays. Remember, the Blendtec and Vitamix sales ends 11:30, and a lot of times they run out of models before that. So just keep that in mind. It is a limited time offer. And that's it. Happy blending.